Okay, I've given you guys some homework to do to try out. Asympathetic magic, as you can tell, you're not relying on tools to do the magic for you. You're actually having to work at it, and that's the root of as. That's basically the biggest distinction that I can think of between the two. Is you're actually going to have to develop your skills rather than throw some herbs and candles and jars and shit like that together. Not saying there's anything against that. It's just a different form of magic. I don't think one. I'm not trying. You can't really compare one to the other because they're different things and for different purposes. I may continue to talk about different techniques when it comes to this area because I never hear it discussed. Brandy Psychonaut talked about it, like like this kind of stuff is never discussed because sometimes people like the show of the spell work. You know, they like to show the ritual of what they're doing, and all of that stuff is material things. You know, all of that stuff is sympathetic magic in general. Um, Even the ceremonial magic. Uh, you know, Thumper Forge. I'm going to call him out again. He was talking about how closely a lot of times magic is to a form of mesmerism, and as you can tell in the videos I've done today, that is largely the case, although not completely. You notice I didn't talk about relying or calling on spirits in my videos today, or what kind of tools you can use, iron spikes and all that shit. It's about you and hard work and practice and what you can accomplish. If you can do the things that I've suggested and more on your own, you're not going to debate about closed practices. You're not going to debate about forbidden rituals or disciplines of magic because all of that is not important, frankly, to asympathetic magic. It's all about you and what you can practice at and work at. And feel free to develop your own ideas about what you want to accomplish and how to get there from an asympathetic point of view. I want to talk also about bodily movements and hand gestures and the energy generated from that. You can make up your own hand gestures from things. You know how like Doctor Strange does this and all this when he's doing spells? You know, you can do that and like open up portals even if you want to different realms. You can literally do that without a sling ring. Okay, um, you can do that. You can write sigils in the air with hand gestures. You can do hand gestures to influence people. You know, you can create your own significance to hand gestures that you make up and do a myriad of different things of applications. All of this stuff requires no tools whatsoever, only you being an active participant in your mysticism and magic and your sorcery and your witchcraft. Even gazes, there's different gazes that you can do. You know, you can, for different focal points of what you want to achieve, usually in direction to interactions with other people. There's all kinds of things you can do asympathetically. It's not all about putting dog shit in a jar or whatever all the time. You can accomplish great things without like the ceremonial practices too of going through the motions, these 9 steps to this configuration and all this other stuff. But trying things that I've talked about today out gives you a better sense of a different perspective of magic, and that's labeled as sorcery. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in.